Ever been in a room with someone and felt the electricity but couldn't quite tell if she was feeling it too? You know, those moments when you think she's dropping hints, but you're not totally sure? Well, today we're cutting through the guesswork. Stick around as we delve into the telltale signs that she's not just interested, she's trying to seduce you. Get ready to level up your dating game. 1. She touches herself. Ah, the old touch between the collarbone and chest. Trust me, that's rarely accidental. If she's doing this, chances are she's trying to draw your attention to her feminine attributes. She's basically signaling that she's interested and wants you to notice her in a more, let's say, intimate way. So if you're into her, this is your cue to start dialing up the charm. But what about the age-old hair twirling, right? It's tempting to think that if she's playing with her hair, she's practically sending you a signed invitation. Hold your horses, though. Hair twirling can be a tricky one to decipher. Sure, it might mean she's interested, but it could also just be a habit she does without even thinking. Heck, she might even be nervous. So, if she's twisting a lock of hair around her finger, it's okay to consider it as a possible sign, but don't bank on it entirely. You're going to want a few more signals in your favor before you can be sure she's really trying to seduce you. Keep your eyes peeled for other gestures, body language, or flirty comments to know for sure when it's time to make your move. 2. She talks about sex. If she's bringing up the topic of sex in conversation, that's usually a direct signal. But it might be subtler than her just flat out saying she's attracted to you. Maybe she's discussing past relationships, or even hinting at what she likes or dislikes in bed. Don't ignore these clues. She's laying out the roadmap for you. Now, why would she be talking about this stuff if she's not at least a little interested, right? It's her way of opening the door, of saying, hey, I'm comfortable with you and interested in taking things to the next level. But, and this is important, just because she's talking about sex doesn't mean she's ready to jump in the sack right away. She might just be testing the waters to see how you react. So listen up, respond thoughtfully, and maybe share a bit of your own perspective on the subject. It's a two-way street, and how you handle the convo could set the stage for what comes next. 3. She tried to grab your attention. If she's constantly popping up wherever you are, that's not coincidence, that's strategy. Whether she just happens to walk by your table or makes a point to be near you at a gathering, she's obviously trying to get your attention. Trust me, she's making calculated moves to ensure you notice her. She might even engage with other people, but always within your line of sight. She's not just there to socialize, she's also putting herself on your radar. This isn't accidental. She's got a game plan and you're the prize she's eyeing. So if you're catching these signals, don't drop the ball. She's giving you the green light to engage. Maybe even make your move. If you're into her, this is your cue, so don't fumble it. Make sure you reciprocate those vibes, strike up a conversation, or at the very least, shoot her a knowing look. Time to step up your game. 4. She touches you. If she's touching you, like really touching you, not just an accidental brush against the arm, that's a huge indicator. We're talking about those deliberate touches, like when she places her hand on your chest, leg, or even closer to, the danger zone. That's not just her getting comfortable with you, that's her telling you she's interested, and yeah, probably in more ways than one. Now, if you find yourself in this situation, you've got the all clear to be more upfront about what you're feeling too. Maybe ask her out, dig a little deeper into her interests, or plan a date. But hold on, cowboy, don't go in for the kiss just yet. This is a dance, and you're just getting the steps down. The good news? You've definitely got a dance partner. Time to show her your moves, but at the right pace. Keep the rhythm and don't rush the beat. 5. She shows you some skin. Sometimes words aren't enough, and she goes for the visual cues. No, she's not going to strip down or anything, get your head out of the gutter. We're talking about subtle moves, the kind that make you wonder, was that on purpose? Trust me, 9 times out of 10 it is. Say she leans over to grab her phone off the table, and lo and behold, you get a quick but clear view of some cleavage. Now, she's not going to make a big show of it, but But if she lingers there a second longer than necessary, she's sending you a message, loud and clear. She knows exactly what she's doing, revealing just enough to pique your interest without giving it all away. So if you find yourself in this scenario, don't make it awkward by staring or making a dumb comment. Just clock it as another green flag in your corner. She's most likely interested, and it's high time you started planning that next move. 6. She waits for you at the end of the night. So you've had a great night, but what happens at the end tells you a lot. If she's hanging around even when the party's dying down, that's not just her enjoying the ambiance. That's her saying, "Hey, I'm still here, and I'm interested in where this is going." Think about it. She could easily pull the old emergency call from a friend trick and bail, but she didn't. She's sticking around, maybe looking at you a little differently, a little more intently. That's her ramping up the tension, enjoying the mental foreplay, and basically rolling out the red carpet for you to make your next move. Now, if you've also noticed some of the other signs we've talked about, this is pretty much the equivalent of a neon sign flashing, "She's into you." So don't waste this golden opportunity. Whether it's asking her out for another date or planning your next move, now's your time to act. 7. The way she positions her body before you. Alright, let's talk body language because sometimes actions speak louder than words. Imagine you're in a spacious room, plenty of places to stand or sit, but she chooses to position herself right in front of you. And not just any way, she's angled so that you can't miss her curves. Maybe she arches her back a bit, drawing your eyes right where she wants them. Or perhaps she's subtly puffing out her chest, making sure you're fully tuned into what she's working with. And for the brave ones, the ones in those short dresses, they might even bend down in front of you, giving you a peek at what's to come. Make no mistake, this isn't random, it's calculated. She's advertising without saying a word, and if you're picking up what she's putting down, it's a pretty clear sign she's into you. So read the room, or in this case, read her body language, and take it as your cue to make your move. 8. She makes eye contact for longer than usual. Eye contact isn't just a sign of good manners, it can also be a dead giveaway that she's interested in more than just casual conversation. If she's locking eyes with you for longer than what feels normal, she's definitely sending signals. It's not just a quick glance or a fleeting look. It's that type of gaze that seems to last just a split second too long. You know what I'm talking about. This is her not-so-subtle way of telling you she's intrigued and wants to get to know you better. She's laying it out there, man, challenging you to make the next move. So if you're catching those extended looks from her, it's your green light to step up your game. This isn't just aimless staring, it's a full-on invitation to take things up a notch. Those are some of the clear signs she's looking to turn up the heat. Pay attention, and you'll pick up on these cues that can level up your dating game. If you found this advice helpful, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more insights on dating. Until next time, stay sharp.